Hello everyone and welcome to our YouTube channel. We are working on a series of videos on scripting on HPC, and today we'll be talking about a Python job script. So if you have watched the previous videos, you will know that scripts are very similar for across all the languages that we have currently worked with. But Python is a little different. In all the previous languages, we can almost always compile the program beforehand and get a executable which can be submitted in the bash script. But in case of Python, there is no such thing as that. You just directly run the program. So how do we do that? This is a very simple hello world program. I wanted to keep it to the basic because our focus will be the script. Nothing very tough. I just have to put a simple while loop so that I can get multiple outputs instead of a single one. Okay. Now that's the main hero of our video, the job script. And you can see it is very similar. Actually, it's the top part. There are no changes in it, irrespective of which language I'm working with. There will be almost no changes. There will only be changes in case of GPU programming, but that is something we'll cover in another video. So now I will require module load mini conda. So in the HPC that I'm working on, mini conda is required before I want to, if I want to run a Python program, I need to load mini conda because by default, Python is not installed on the system. I can access Python via mini conda environment. So first I load mini conda, then I activate the environment that I want to work in. So environment name, that's where the environment that you have created will go. And then I enter the directory that I want to work in. So if my program is in some other directory, I will need to modify this. Since my program is in the home directory, so I have kept it same. And then there's a line Python 3 followed by the file name of the whichever file you want to run. Okay. So let's get to a live demo of this. So I am connected to a HPC param rudra, and currently I'm inside the GPU node. So RP GPU. Don't worry, the program will also run in the CPU node. And since actually we are scripting, you do not actually require to go connect to any node. You can just run the program from a login node as well. So that's the script. Very much similar. The only difference is I have added the environment name here, and the environment that I will be using is my college. So in case of mini conda, what you can do is you can create your own environments, and then you can simply download all the modules that will be required by you, like NumPy, Matplotlib, Numba, if you're working with CUDA, and you can download it onto the particular environment. So for this program, this video, I'll be using this program, hello world.py, the program I showed in the PPT, and this is the script. So how do I run a script? I just dispatch it. Dispatch. I have the script name as Python for HPC. Quite a long name, but helps remember what is what. So job is submitted, and this is the job ID that I have. So let's check on my job. I think it must have been completed by now. Okay, it is still running. So as you can see, there are two jobs in my name. Why there are two jobs? Since we are waiting for the other job to finish, we can discuss this. One is the RP GPU that I'm currently inside, and that shows up, or that also shows up as a job inside of the HPC. That's the management software working behind the scenes. And the other job is what I have submitted, 408604. That's the job I just submitted. I think it must have finished by now. And now we need to search for a job ID, so for a file that is named Python program, Python underscore program, because that's the job name I have given, and then dot percentage J percentage out. Okay, my mistake. The name of the output file is job.percentage.j.out. Percentage J will be replaced by the job ID. This is the name of the Python program, is the name of the job, and it will appear here. When you try to check on your job, it will appear here. So we need to find a job, we need to find a file that has the job ID this. Okay, it's at the top. We'll just open it and let's see our output. So it has printed hello world 5 times. Let's try to change it to 2. See what the result will be. You can do another S batch, SQ, check on the job, the Python program showing up here, because that's the name of the job. That's what will appear here. Another still running. Yeah, Python does take a little bit of time to complete. So the job ID of this job was 408606. Let's refresh once, and then I can look for the job ID at that. Here it is. Let's open it up. Yeah, it has printed 2 times. So you can change things, mess with it, play with it, see what all things you can do with it, and how you can modify mostly the program, not much changes to the script. The only thing is you need to make sure that in Python, if you are trying to use anything that's related to the GPU, you have to you have to change the partition to the GPU before running the program. Otherwise, it will by default, it will default to CPU. That is it for this video. Thank you for watching.